Hey Introvert Room, it's Tony. So I am going to talk about relationships. Not romantic relationships, but like letting relationships go. I did another video on this earlier, like I think a month or so ago. You can watch it. Essentially, I let a friendship go, and I kind of feel like it was like the best decision because it seems like I'm having a bunch of dental work done, and it's like really frustrating to me. But yeah, I let this friendship go, and there's a lot of stuff I started to realize like after this friendship was over. So I let it go like this past weekend, and I personally just there's a lot of stuff that just from the past I haven't been paying attention to, but it has been like in the back of my mind. So it's just like a few things this person has said, done, how they've acted. Like I've been like trying to put together the pieces, and as a result, because of what happened the last time I saw them or was around them, which is this past weekend, I just decided to let go of the entire situation because it just seemed like we were really growing apart, and there was just something about this interaction that I no longer felt like good, and I no longer felt safe, and I no longer felt like it made sense. It didn't make sense anymore for them to be in my life based on how they were moving. And so this whole year, particularly when my Saturn return started, has been really nourishing to me because it's allowed me to really see things clearly so that I can make decisions that ultimately fulfill me and what I need to do. And it allows me to be very cut and dry, clear about it. Not in a like vicious way or anything like that, but it does come off, I guess, vicious because when you cut people off, particularly if they were not ready to be cut off, if they weren't ready for a relationship to end, then it can come off as quite vicious and cold. And so I totally understand that, but like the decision still has to stand. And the craziest thing is, the day after I did that, I ended up reaching out to someone else from my past who we ended up having a disagreement. But I missed this person so much. I just missed like talking to them that I reached out to that person. And it was almost like the presence of that person who I felt like didn't have the right energy was blocking me moving forward in that direction with the friend that I missed. The person that I missed, truly missed, and wanted to kind of be in my life. And it's just kind of funny because I've known the ex-friend longer and all that kind of stuff, but I really missed this one person. It was just like, literally the next day I was like, I miss this person. I want to talk to this person. And I reached out and we've talked now. And so, sometimes the past comes back in really positive ways. Sometimes not always. I think somebody else has come back from my past, and maybe not the most positive way, not the ex-friend, but someone else. This like Saturn return for me has been really great in terms of friends, family, things like that, because I'm finally able to tell my story, my side of the story, and I'm able to kind of just open up and release my throat chakra. So I'm getting a lot of dental mouth work done. So a lot of this area is being worked on and reconfigured as we speak. And because it's taking a long ass time, I am going with the motions of like releasing things and talking to people and being honest. And it just seems like while this is getting reconstructed. My whole life is getting reconstructed as well. How I see money, how I see relationships, like romantic and otherwise. And it just feels good to be getting these things resolved, you know? So yeah, that's where I've kind of been with that. It feels good. I don't know, this year feels really great in terms of like the new moons and the full moons. I said this on my other channel. It feels so nourishing and good and enlightening and enlivening. But particularly enlightening because with this ex-friend, there's just been some things that have been lingering for the last 2 years. And they were slowly coming together. I had already gotten a sense this year that we were growing apart. And now that I know that we should part, it just seems like that departure opened up a wider realm of energy to like move through. So I've become productive. I'm moving forward with my like career, all this stuff. It just seemed like that person's relationship had run its course and it had become stagnant, and worse, it become like a blockage, an energetic blockage that I refused to see until now. It's not like this person is like a terrible person, but this person, I definitely feel like energetically was blocking something for me, because immediately afterwards, like I said, I reached back out to the friend. I started really wanting to change my look, really wanted to change up what I was doing. It was my lower chakras basically became quite unblocked, and this wasn't somebody I'd had like a sexual relationship with, but it was somebody I'd share intimacy with, right? Intimacy of thoughts and feelings and stuff like that. And they had seen me at pretty much my most vulnerable. And so once that person was gone, energetically it was like pff, clear. And so I kind of am wondering like what kind of karma I have with them. I talked to like several people about this whole thing, just kind of gathering thoughts, chit chat with the gal pals and the like. But yeah, I feel much better, more alive, more like I can do things, and just more open to things, you know? So I'm looking very forward to the future without this person. Not, again, they weren't a horrible person, it's just the way they were moving and the way I was moving, we weren't going to be moving together much longer, and I'd finally come to really accept that. And there's a few more people that probably we're going to phasing out, and I think they'll naturally start phasing out. A few people I know, they naturally have started phasing out. It is what it is. It's kind of sad, but then it's, as I get farther along in my Saturn return, I kind of expect endings, and I kind of expect rejuvenation and restructuring as a result of your life without this person and this person's energy and interactions. And what does it mean, right? Because one of the things with relationships ending is that people kind of feel like nothing was ever real with the situation, and that's not true. These things were real. Like, I really love this person still, this ex-friend. It's just, you know, the love is not gonna like save whatever the fuck was going on that I was seeing. Like, it wasn't gonna do that, and nor should it have to. You know, I don't like, none of this was ever real, but it does seem like what was really under the surface was a whole lot of stuff, was a lot of bondage to one another based on something that was unsustainable, less fictional than more so unsustainable long term. And so yeah, had to let it go. Known this person for a really long time. Almost a decade, it seems like. Yeah, like a decade. I've known this person like a decade. I'm entering my 30s this year. I guess a lot of the people that I met back then, bye-bye. So yeah, I also got these at the beach when I went. We went on a trip with that person. I got this, and I got this. See it? So, changing up my look. I'm gonna get more glasses, eyebrows. I wanted to dye my hair, but then I don't want that hassle of trying to grow it back out normally. I got more gray hairs. I think I have like 4 total now. I used to have like just 2, 1 and 1, and then it like kind of expanded. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 5-ish years I have like far more grays, because my grandmother went gray kind of early. Yeah. Letting this person go was necessary, and I don't see myself going back at all. And actually, I think to go back would be quite scary. There's something energetically about this situation that really kind of shook me to my core, because it was rattling some lower chakra things that I just feel like I shouldn't have been dealing with. Anyway, thank you for watching Into Red Room. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.